Yo gamers, this is Legendarma TV. Next Tuesday on June 25th, Vindictus will enter the new level expansion, and boy oh boy there are a lot of things changing. So let's dive into most noticeable ones. Enjoy. Let's start with what will be removed. Sadly, Defig Devotion will cease to exist. The pity mechanic didn't last too long. Passport extraction also goes bye-bye. So does Final Fortress Battle during weekends. And I will be honest, good riddance. Crap design, laggy, and not rewarding enough. The Waking Stones from FF will be moved into Redeemer boxes. Existing Royal Army raids and specials will be removed and replaced with the new ones. RAR will feature 6 battles with a daily rotation of 2 battles, which are Lavasat, Thor, the Giant, Juggernaut, Enzo, and Leonidas. While specials will feature 9 battles with a weekly rotation of 3 battles: Glasgavlin, Haven, Aiden, Regina, Aeside, Brilliant Lulamfada, Keegan, God of Death, and Marject. Next up is Free Gear. Archery Gear replaces Militia as Free Gear. This will entail a large boost in stats for new players and returnees. Next up is New Boss. New update brings a new boss battle, Srang. Srang will drop items and recipes to upgrade your 120 equipment, Wadne. Next up are Professions. Existing professions will gain a new rank, Artisan. Artisan level will allow you to craft Wadne gear or place orders for gear for those who don't own a profession. You will also be able to craft legacy armor pieces as outfits through profession, and even sell it on the market. Next up is Core Boost. This is a new mechanic that gets introduced. You will have 10 daily charges for regular raids and 6 weekly charges for specials, space-time distortions, etc. Completing the battle with a Core Boost activated doubles the chances of obtaining main rewards, and adds the chance of obtaining items that are exclusive to Core Boost. On paper, it sounds not too bad, but in the grand scheme of things, for gear progression, exclusive to Core Boost items like Srang Essence are locked behind the said mechanic, so once you exhaust your daily Core Boost, you won't be able to have a chance to obtain the Essence anymore. Core Boost overall decreases your playtime and in a way punishes those who only play in Gear 1 character, like myself. Next up is Gear Progression. Now this one is quite interesting. First of all, the pace of progression has been slowed down. Srang, being the first boss of the update, will only allow you to craft a Wadne weapon, helmet, and a book. The rest of the gear will get unlocked with future bosses. In order to craft Wadne piece of gear, you will need to own a profession and drop a recipe from it from Srang. Once again, if you don't have a profession, you will have to ask other players and place an order at profession stalls. Wadne gear does not get crafted like the previous pieces of gear. Instead, you will need a plus 15 Orna piece of equipment, fully done through equipment tuning, which completely replaces synthesis, and thus it will serve you as a material to upgrade to Wadne. TLDR, you start with free archery gear, then work on Orna as middle ground, fully tune it up, and then using it along with the Wadne materials, you create a level 120 piece of gear. As for Wadne itself, it won't have enhancement levels, so no +1, +5, +10, or +15. Instead, every piece of gear will have grades at which you start at regular, and whenever you will gather the needed materials, you will be able to hone your piece of gear to the next grade, increasing your stats. Armor pieces will be available for upgrade all the way to legendary grade right away, while the weapon grades will unlock one by one with each new boss release. Overall, the 120 system removed RNG completely from it, but also exponentially increased the grind. As for attack surplus, upgrading Orna to Wadne will preserve your current ALR amount, which finally shatters the stupid system we had before, where upgrading to new gear got you weaker. However, there is now 2 ALR values. ALR 1 will be the ALR you could hold in Orna gear, while ALR 2 will ask grade 3 shards plus Wadne crystals from Fallen One Eisenritter and Srang to further bolster your damage. Basically, read this as grade 4 shards, but even worse. Next up are the new exchange shop. Orna and Wadne seal shops will be added to the game. Completing daily, weekly, and monthly temporal missions will reward you with seals that you can turn in for elixirs, Srang essences, and other items needed for crafting or honing your gear. This pretty much serves as a replacement for Defig Devotion as pity system. Next up are the new items. So there are 2 new enchant scrolls added to Yarner and Bress respectively, being upgrades of Enmity and Madness. Red Moon Energy, or RME battles, will now drop Wadne remnants that will allow you to craft elemental New Era materials from old New Era materials to tune your Wadne equipment. Niflheim will now drop various flasks that you will need to craft outfit pieces from Profession. Special will now also drop recipes for the aforementioned outfits. As was stated above as well, Waking Stones from Final Fortress will drop from Redeemers. Also, various enhancement runes and Orda success boosters will be available for craft at Bryn in Kolhen. Now for the last important info. Overall, the 120 drop rates are even worse according to Korean server feedback. This, paired with core boost being controversial, led Korean players to revive boosting servers where they would carry undergear players for gold, and leave almost at the end to not spend their departs. Boosting got so bad that the director of the game interfered and put the requirements to regular battles and the circuits. As you can see, these requirements are pretty much the same as for Quick Battle, which eliminated a large portion of undergear players from endgame. Koreans mostly took it positively, but I'm pretty sure if that happens to our servers, it'll be hella controversial and will flare lots of hate, etc. Now, it is unclear as of yet if we will get the requirements for regular battles or not, but I've decided to leave it here, so we will see how it goes. And that's the most noticeable info on changes coming with the level 120 update. Should you have any further questions or opinions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching. Love you 3000, stay safe, I'll see you next time.